when you think about Cruyff, you think about total football. When you think about total football, you think about Cruyff. And when you think about Cruyff and total football, you think about the Netherlands. They all blend together. Cruyff is one of the most iconic football players of all time, man. In 1971 and 1973 and 1974, Cruyff lifted the Ballon d'Or award. And in 1974, Cruyff also managed to lead the Netherlands to a World Cup final where they lost. But Cruyff also introduced the Cruyff term, which is one of the most iconic football moves of all time. Total football is a philosophy that is still roaming around in football today in the likes of Bielsa and Pep Guardiola in different variations, but it all came from one man and one man only, and that is Johan Cruyff. Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Wolfie here, man, with this Johan Cruyff rebuild, man. Something new, something fresh on the channel. So if you do go on and enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, of course, that helps your boy out, trying to get to 10k. And also leave a comment in the comment section down below of your favorite Johan Cruyff moment, whether you were in the stadium at the time, whether you watched it on the TV, whether you watched it on the YouTube, Daily Motion, Twitch. I don't know where you watched it or how you seen it, but let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite Johan Cruyff moment is. So before we get into this rebuild, there are a few rules that we have to, have to follow. The first one being that we have to basically build a 1983 squad. Now what I mean by that is we obviously can't build a 1983 squad because that's impossible, but the nationalities that were in the 1983 AJAX squad are the nationalities that we are eligible to sign, meaning that we can basically only sign Danish and Dutch players. That's basically it. The next rule is that we have to try and win the Champions League within 5 seasons, which is the next rule. We have a 5-season limit. And we can't sign any other nationality. We can't sign no Portuguese, Brazilian, Argentinian, none of that. We can only sign Dutch and Danish talent. Also, disclaimer before we move forward, this is the Icon squad file. The Icons are free agents besides Johan Cruyff. He's in the AJAX squad. So that means that when we do simulate a few days, a few weeks, all of those icons will spread across the whole database on FIFA. So you will see a few Icon Wonder Kids pop up now and then. Just don't be alarmed, you know what I'm saying? It is the Icon squad file. So as you can see, Mr. Johan Cruyff sitting comfortably in that cam roll next to Neres, Ziyech, Tadic up the top. I don't know why Tadic is up the top, I really don't. Martinez there in midfield, I don't know why he's in midfield. We've got Donny van der Beek there, Tagliafico, Blind, Veltman and Mazraoui. Also have to sell all those players. We have to sell Mazraoui, we have to sell Tagliafico, we have to sell Onana, we have to sell Martinez, we have to sell Neres, we have to sell Ziyech as well, and we have to sell Tadic because they are not Dutch or Danish. That's tough. Our first sale has happened for 43.3 million. David Neres has gone to Arsenal FC. I mean, it is sad and I don't want to sell Neres, but we have to. As part of the rules. We can only have Dutch and Danish talent in the squad. Our first 2 signings have been made. My boy Kluivert has come back to AJAX, 75 rated. We signed him for 11.5 million. And we also signed Tony Vilhena on a free, as he was a free agent. He rejected Newcastle and decided to stay in the Netherlands and signed with AJAX FC. Tadic has agreed a deal with West Ham United for 48.2 million. I mean, that one hurt. I mean, I know he's 30, but Tadic is a big loss, man. A very, very fine player. And that replacement has been filled by Vilhena, but he's not exactly a Tadic-like player, but this is part of the rebuild. Another signing has been made. AJAX have sealed a deal with Calvin Stengs for 12.5 million, man. I don't know too much about Calvin Stengs. I've only just found out about him and what he's doing over in Netherlands, but I think bringing him over to AJAX is quite realistic, and I think he's going to do really well in his development at AJAX FC. AJAX are on the roll out here in these streets. My boy Coop Miners has signed with AJAX for 15.7 million. That's our biggest transfer so far in this window. 76 rated, very young, Dutch of course. We're sticking to the rules. I can't wait to see how he develops alongside Donny van der Beek, man. Is this a record-breaking fee? I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comment section down below. But we have signed my boy Stefan de Vrij for a fee of 46.4 million, man. That is a huge fee. He's 27. He's probably going to see out the rest of his career at AJAX, but that is a big statement from AJAX to bring in someone like Stefan de Vrij. Transfer window is completed, man. We have signed 5 fantastic players. We have signed Justin Kluivert. We have signed Calvin Stengs. my boy Coop Mainers, I don't know how to say his name, Stefan de Vrij, and we've also signed Tony Vilhena on a free. Our Champions League group is a bit tough, I'm not going to lie to you. We've got Los Lille, we've got Chelsea, and we've also got Valencia in our group. That is a tough group, man. It's the beginning of January, so this is how everything looks so far. AJAX are top of the table with 52 points in the Eredivisie. In the Orange Becker Cup, we are in the quarterfinals against SC Heerenveen, and we qualified from Group H with 9 points, and we are facing Real Madrid in the round of 16. Yeah, no, it's gone mad. It's gone mad. We have signed Christian Eriksen on a free transfer on 120k a week. That is pennies for what he's earning at Tottenham Hotspur. That is a big signing. Christian Eriksen has returned to AJAX. Well, not yet, but will be returning to AJAX come next season. It's the end of the season and AJAX have won the Eredivisie with 98 points, man, only beating PSV by 1 point. What's going on though? A goal difference of 106, that's lit. AJAX were knocked out of the Orange Becker Cup by Feyenoord in the semi-finals, and I wouldn't say AJAX were actually hammered in the round of 16 by Real Madrid. A 4-3 aggregate is a very nice score, but we did end up going out of the Champions League to Real Madrid in the round of 16. Top goal scorer in the Eredivisie was Mr. Johan Cruyff. My boy got 39 goals in 34 games. Are you mad? Hold on. Are you mad? Top assist went to my boy Ziyech, man, 20 assists in 34 games. And the most clean sheets went to my boy Onana, 25 clean sheets in 34 games, man. We topped all the charts. We just could not do it in other competitions. It's season 2 and we've got a transfer budget of 112 million euros with a wage budget of 170 million. I said 170 million, 170,000, which means that we've got some room for activity this window again. Our first signing of season 2 has been made. My boy Nathan Ake has made the jump over to Netherlands. We have signed him for a fee of 25.9 million. He's 82 rated now in season 2. We beat Leverkusen to that signing as well, so get got Leverkusen. Another signing coming back to AJAX after he left AJAX a few seasons ago. Kenny Tete is now back here, 24 years old, 79 rated. We signed him for 23.9 with Des going the opposite way, the American right back. He has gone all the way over to Everton, and we brought in Kenny Tete. I'm happy with this one. I like this one a lot. From Newcastle to Frankfurt to AJAX, Jetro Willems is our latest signing, man. We've only signed him for, hold on, we've only signed him for 1 year. I delegated this one, but 1 year, hold on. We have signed Dennis Johnson to Trabzonspor. We sold him for 2.2 million euros. We get 1.7 allocated to our transfer budget. Lanville has been sold to KAA Ghent for 2.2 million euros. We get 1.7 again allocated to our transfer budget. Labyad has been sold to Athletic Bilbao. I mean, that completely goes against their Basque rules, but we move expeditiously. Alvarez has been, this one hurts. Alvarez has been sold to Lazio for 12.7 million. We get 10.5 to our transfer budget. This one hurts because I do, some of these players, man, this rebuild is difficult. My boys, players are just dipping left, right and center. Alessandro Martinez has left us for 22.9 million, 19 allocated to our transfer budget. And Eiting had his release clause activated by Galatasaray for 5.1 million euros. We get 3.9 allocated to our transfer budget. We have got a lot of money right now. It is ridiculous. Just hold on, a big signing. Memphis Depay has signed for AJAX. I mean, he played for PSV, but we let that one slide. 65.5 million euros. Memphis Depay is an AJAX player, man. We got so much money. Nah, this team's actually gone mad. Another signing has happened. 25 million. AJAX have signed Thomas Delaney, which makes this the second Danish player in the team. We can only sign one more Danish player to complete this team. We've already got Christian Eriksen. We've already now got Thomas Delaney, so we can only sign one more Danish player, and that will be it for the Danish squad players. The rest will all have to be Dutch. But my goodness, what a window from AJAX. I think that's going to be it for this window in season 2, but man, this team is looking absolute, it's gone mad. Bruh, Hakim Ziyech has gone to Arsenal for 119.7 million euros. We have got 110.5 million euros, and oh my lord, I don't know what to say. And Lissandro Magallan has gone to West Ham for 11.5 million. 9.5 has been allocated to our transfer budget. Tagliafico has been sold to Borussia Dortmund for £31 million. We get 27.5 allocated to our transfer budget. We've almost got rid of everyone that isn't Danish or isn't Dutch right now, so this is good. We're moving in the right direction. The transfer window is done. This is how the team looks, man. Oh my goodness me. Just did a whole 180 flip. It looks peak. Second team looks like this though. Not too bad, but it's not as good as, oh my gosh. Big boy signing, Johan Cruyff has signed for a fee of 23 million and he's on 20k a week. 81 rated. He is 30. He is a bit on the older side, but there's not really many young goalkeepers, especially Dutch goalkeepers out there. We do have one in the squad currently that we are training up, but Cruyff is going to be the replacement for Onana for the foreseeable future. It's the end of the season and season 2 is wrapped up. PSV got left behind this time. Ajax won the league with 102 points. Ajax did lift the Orange Beker Cup, beating Feyenoord 3-1 on the day. And Ajax got one step closer, man. They got one step closer. Last season, they got out in the round of 16. This season, it's the quarterfinal. They got knocked out by Atletico Madrid 4-3 on aggregate. See, they ain't getting destroyed. They're just not doing. They're just that final push that they got to get through. Hopefully, within the next 3 seasons, they'll actually do it. Onana has finally left the bill. Oh, this one hurt, man. Onana has gone to West Ham for 42.5 million. A transfer that could see actually happening in real life. We have got 38 million allocated to our transfer budget. It's the beginning of season 3 now, and we have 215 million euros to spend with a wage budget of 263,000. Man, with the upgrades are just crazy. I don't really have much signings to make, but there are a few little alterations that I've got to make, and the squad is basically done. Daley Blind has been sold to Club Brugge, man, for 31.4 million. We get 27.5. It's a sad one, man. He's a long-time servant. This is sad. It's sad, man. Our last Danish player has joined Ajax, man. Joachim has joined us from Valencia for a fee of 33.6 million euros. He is 81 overall, 24 years of age. And then we also signed Gus Till. Saim de Jong has left the club. His contract has expired, so we needed a backup cam of some sort. He's 23, 79 overall, and we signed him for 17.1. My boys, man, Quincy Promes has been wanting to leave Ajax for at least, well, since the beginning of the second season, actually, and we have finally sold him to Real Madrid. The fee was not a lot. He is 29 years old. We've only got 22 million euros for him. 19 is in our transfer budget. Mazraoui has finally left Ajax, man. He was like the last player that we had to get rid of before we could actually have this complete Dutch/Danish side. He has gone to Spurs for 67.4 million, and we have 62 million added to our transfer budget. We have also brought back another player to Ajax, man. Daley Sint-Graven has returned to Ajax, 26, 75 overall. He is our backup option to Mr. Jetro Willems. He's on 44,500 a week, and we have signed him for 7.5 million. Not a lot, and he's just going to be a decent backup for us and do the job. 2 new signings have been made, man. We have signed Arnaut Grionoveld. I don't know how to say his name, but we have signed him for a fee of 30 million euros from Bournemouth. He's 80 rated, 24 years of age. And we've also signed the famous wonder kid in FIFA 20. Daniel Malen has signed with Ajax, 82 rated in season 3 right now, 22 years old. We signed for 52 million for Werder Bremen, man. And he's going to play on the left-hand side now that we have got no one on that left-hand side. That left-hand side is deactivated, if you will. Big exit has happened, man. Memphis Depay, after signing with us only last season, has now left due to him being upset and just unsettled for whatever reason. He has gone to Arsenal for 102.8 million. We've got 95.5 million coming into our transfer budget, which means now that we need to find another right winger because Memphis Depay, for some reason, wants to be unsettled. Our transfer window is done, and as you can see, man, we have signed 6 players here, man. Joachim has joined us, Till has joined us, Sint-Graven has returned back to Ajax, Malen has moved from PSV to Werder Bremen to Ajax. Could say it was a sneak move, I don't know, you let me know. Arnott has joined us as well, and Steven Bergwijn has also signed with us as well, man. We have signed this guy for 77.5 million. That is our transfer window done, completed. We move on to the next stage. My boys, it's the end of season 3. Ajax have won the Orange Beker Cup again, 2nd season in a row, beating Feyenoord 4-1. They won the Eredivisie again for the 3rd season in a row with 96 points. We should probably get used to that by now. And they started off in Group F in the Champions League with PSG, Galatasaray, Copenhagen. Went through with PSG. They went through with 13 points. Went to the round of 16 to face off against Real Madrid. It was 2-2. Ajax went through on away goals, and they went to the quarterfinals and got smacked by FC Bayern. Are they ever going to make that final, man? That's tough, man. I mean, this is actually ridiculous. Johan Cruyff has got 44 goals in 34 matches. Donny van der Beek has got 22 goals in 33 games. Oh my goodness me. Cruyff also got 18 assists in 34 games. Eriksson got 12 assists in 34 games. And Zoet had 28 clean sheets in 34 matches. Jeez, them stats! It's season 4 in this rebuild, and we have got 247 million to spend in season 4 with a wage budget of 296k. Again, room for activity is there. We need to start signing some big boy stars because I want this Champions League trophy. Trust. I had to do it. I really had to. 170 million. We activated Frankie de Jong's release clause. He has come back to AJAX. 91 rated in season 4. My goodness, 450k a week. And we also signed Matthijs de Ligt back from Juventus. We signed him for 92.3 million, so not as much as Frankie de Jong, and he's on a wage of 200k. 88 overall in season 4. Bruh, this is it. Now there's no excuse. This is it. It's the end of season 4, and we have won the Eredivisie again with 102 points. I mean, we're getting used to the Eredivisie part. Might as well get used to this part too. Ajax have won the Orange Becker Cup again, beating AZ this time 4-1. And in the Champions League, in Group G, they had Inter Milan, Besiktas and Lokomotiv Moscow. And Ajax actually never lost a single game or drew a single game in Group G. They won every game with 18 points going through. In the round of 16, they went up against Leverkusen, beating them 3-2 on aggregate. And in the quarterfinals, they got smacked again by Bayern Munich 3-0. Bayern, oh, you're just ruining it. You're really just ruining it. I think Donny van der Beek is now trying to catch up to Cruyff. Cruyff has got 32 goals in 34 games, and so does Donny van der Beek. Van der Beek has got 32 goals in 34 games. They're going to have to share the golden boot. Fair enough. Top assist goes to Mr. Cruyff. He has 14 assists in 34 games. Coop Miners has got 10 assists in 34 games. Mr. Coop Miners starting to creep in there. I see you. And of course, Zoet has 22 clean sheets in 27 games. It's season 5, and I have to keep it a $150 with you. They did me dirty. 136 minutes. What's going on? Hold on. It is the end of season 5, which means it's the end of this rebuild, and we're going to take a look at how Ajax have done. They've won Eredivisie again with 102 points. That's 5 seasons in a row. They did not win the Orange Becker though. They lost the Orange Becker, and they went out against Feyenoord in the semi-final. My goodness. All right then. We had a Feyenoord and PSV final with Feyenoord winning 3-1. At least we got knocked out by the winners. Oh, boys! Ajax are in the final. Ajax are in the final. They started off in Group C with Inter, Lyon and Lokomotiv Moscow. They won all of their games besides one. They drew one. In the round of 16, they went up against Real Madrid, winning 1-0 on aggregate. Then in the quarter-final, they beat Man City 2-1 on aggregate. Wow! And then they won on away goals against Barcelona. 1-1. And they went through on away goals, and they are facing the team that has knocked them out of the quarterfinals 2 seasons in a row against FC. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. So we're about to go play this. We're about to go play this. We're about to... Oh, go away. We're about to go play this with Cruyff and them. Johan Cruyff, man. 12 goals in 16 games in the Champions League. Cruyff also got 6 assists in 16 matches in the Champions League, and most clean sheets went to Zoet with 9 clean sheets in 16 games. Cruyff topped the goal scorer list again with 32 goals in 33 games. Donny van der Beek ended up getting 23 goals in 33 games, and Vilhena on the list in third with 22 goals in 30 games. Absolutely destroyed the top goal scorer list there. Cruyff also got top assist again with 15 assists in 33 games. I'm 100% Cruyff has got must have won at least 2 or 3 what's the award called now? I completely have forgotten the award. Ballon d'Or. I'm sure he has won a Ballon d'Or by now. Frank de Jong also got 13 assists in 33 games. Most clean sheets, Zoa again with 23 clean sheets in 32 games. We're going to go ahead and play the Champions League final now. I'm going to see if we can lift this trophy with my boy Cruyff. Let me show you lot about 2 times 2. What? The little skill go? Never mind. Oh! Here we go. Johan Cruyff! Ping that! Oh God! Who's that? Who? You! Bang! Yes! Don't worry about the squad numbers, I ain't done them, but my boy Eriksson with the first goal for Ajax in this Champions League final. My boy was off! He was a catching Donny down the right hand side. With the, he said little Michael Jackson, he said hee hee. Oh look! Cruyff! Oh my God! The pace! Man was off and then said yeet with it. Oh! Rip me! Oh, he ripped me! As a touch! Oh my God! You just released it. Oh my days! Willems, hello! Are you there? Goal! Oh my! When I seen that ball sky over the top like a flipping eagle, it was a wrap. Hello? Hello? Hello! Oh, it's getting too sticky. It's too sticky. Ref! Penalty! The neck! I'm going to the right. I'm going to the right. He went left! Alright, we did not win the Champions League with Ajax. We made it to the final eventually, but we ended up losing 3-2. Henry absolutely ripped my back four in 3 pieces. I don't know what to say about that one. Nevertheless, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this rebuild. If you have, again, make sure you do leave a like. This took a while to make, so I'd really appreciate all the like and love and support you can give on this video. Subscribe, share it with your friends, man. Leave a comment, even if you type W, I don't even care, or L. Just leave something. Let's get this video out there. Once again, I thank you guys for watching. Sorry I couldn't win it, but at least we made it to the final eventually. And I'll catch you guys for the next one. Also, let me know who you want me to do next, or any other players you'd like me to do. And remember, we've got the, as you could tell from the L we just took, there are a lot of icons in this file, so I can do it with Giggs, I can do it with Maldini, for example, I can do it the next one with Henry. Let me know, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Came through dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love.